Yes, I know, this isn't a week where I would do a Friday video, but I figured, what the hell. Today on Readus Reviews, I review War of the Planet of the Apes, a movie that I have been really looking forward to. This is the third installment of the Planet of the Apes reboot series and the end of Caesar's arc overall. And so it takes place 2 years after Rise of the Planet of the Apes, and you know that army that they said was coming at the end of that movie? Yeah, they're there. And just like you would imagine, over the course of the movie, they just do some dumb shit. But it's only when the shit that they do reaches their all-time high of dumb is when Caesar decides to go one-on-one with the colonel, the leader of the army, in a battle that will pretty much define who the ultimate species of the planet is from here on out. Take a guess who it is. So readers, can we talk about the plot, because I really enjoyed this. The pacing was good, the exposition was good, the Easter eggs were subtle when they needed to be, the connectivity to the original Planet of the Apes series was there when it needed to be. You know, in a way where the film doesn't beat you over the head with it like, this happened in the Charlton Heston movie! Did you see it? Did you see what I did there? Yeah! So yeah, I appreciate the movie not doing that. And the character development, oh God, the character development. July is like the greatest month for movies with character development, apparently. Because a good amount of characters in this movie had a great amount of growth in this movie. Which I feel is a proper segue into the characters that I enjoyed the most. Starting with Andy Serkis as Caesar, because of course. Now, as much as I enjoyed Rise of the Planet of the Apes, I would have to say that War of the Planet of the Apes is the most character development that Caesar has had since Dawn. Why? Because we see him go through tragedy. And even though it was proven in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes that he's not trying to overthrow mankind, that he just wants to live peacefully with his tribe, the movie does a great job showing us what exactly happens when Caesar is pushed off the deep end and how he reacts. And it does it in a way where, despite the promotional material promoting Caesar as like this badass leader, that he's still mammal. I feel like that's politically correct. And then you have the orangutan Maurice, who I always love seeing. You have Rocket, you have the gorilla Luca. Red, the gorilla that you see on the side of the humans in all the trailers, had the greatest redemption arc that I have ever seen. And even the new characters are great, like Bad Ape and Human Girl. Because depending on whether or not you've seen the original movies, if I say anything more, I might spoil something. Like I said before, readers, pacing, the characters, and the way the story was told were three of the things that I loved about this movie. But ironically, the one thing that I didn't really care for in this movie is another thing about this movie that I like. And that's basically how the third act resolved itself. Story-wise, I thought it was great. It was a perfect way to wrap up the conflict regarding the humans and the apes. It also proved that mankind's greatest enemy aren't genetically modified apes, it's karma. But at the same time, I was sitting in the movie theater watching how it all resolved itself, and I was like, I was hoping for something more. This is fine, though. The movie also followed the trilogy rule, which I talk about constantly, more specifically in my very first Readus Rights video, but I feel like it didn't follow through with it completely. Technically, we received some new information regarding something that happened in the first movie that was utilized in the movie and used as a proper plot point. However, in my opinion, I just honestly thought that the payoff could have been a lot better. So it was basically how I felt about Act 3 of the movie. It was a nice addition for the sake of the story that didn't feel like it was ham-fisted, but I still wanted more. Nevertheless, readers, I really enjoyed this movie. Seeing Andy Serkis as Caesar again was great. Seeing Woody Harrelson as a history-repeating sociopath was pretty good. And I thought this was a proper send-off for Caesar's arc overall. I would recommend paying full price for admission, but I would understand if you would want to catch a matinee. And I'm only speaking about me specifically, but I own the first two on Blu-ray, so I'm probably going to get this one on Blu-ray as well. So with that, readers, your homework assignment for the day. Write in the comment section below what you thought of War for the Planet of the Apes if you've seen it. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications, because I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and every other Friday. But until then, this is Readus 101. Class dismissed.